Senator from Ohio.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask unanimous consent to dispense with the quorum call.
Without objection.
And I ask unanimous consent to speak for up to 10 minutes as if in morning business.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's been more than 3 months since 2 million Americans, nearly 60,000 people in my home state of Ohio, tens of thousands in the presiding officer's state of Massachusetts. It's been nearly 2 months since these fellow Americans, fellow workers, overwhelmingly most of whom have worked day in and day out through most of their lives. It's been that long since unemployment benefits have expired from them simply because Congress, the House of Representatives, and the Senate have failed to act. This body has tried to act a number of times, and a number of times it's been filibustered. We couldn't get 60 votes to move forward. The House of Representatives has seemed, frankly, indifferent to the efforts to these 2 million people. Think who these people are. This is about unemployment insurance. It's called insurance for a reason. Insurance means they pay in when they're working, they get benefits when they're laid off, but they must be seeking work to qualify and earn, and I underscore, earn those benefits. They're not given them, they have earned them. They've paid in unemployment insurance. They get assistance when they've lost their jobs. Every day we fail in this Congress because of Republican filibuster and because of cold indifference in the House of Representatives. Every day we fail to extend these benefits, more Americans slip into poverty. People aren't getting rich from unemployment insurance. The average unemployment check in Massachusetts and Ohio, across this country, is about $300. $300 so that families can keep their heads above water, so they can avoid foreclosure, so they can put gas in their car, so they can go look for work as they're required to do to receive unemployment, that they can just keep their family going. That poverty reduces spending. When they don't get the benefits, they're not spending the money in the community. When they do get these benefits, they're spending money at the local grocery store in Chillicothe. They're going to the local shoe store in Portsmouth or Gallipolis. They're going to the car repair shop in Toledo or in Lima putting money in the economy, which generates economic activity, which grows jobs. So extending unemployment, it's not just the right thing for families in Dayton, in Akron, in Springfield, Ohio, and Springfield, Massachusetts. It's the right thing for the economy because it puts money into the economy and helps to create jobs. And forget about the statistics. Forget about the 60,000 number of people in Ohio. Forget about the 2 million across the country. Listen to what this does to individual lives. And let me just close with sharing 3 or 4 stories from people around my state. Lori from Montgomery County, Southwest Ohio, Dayton area writes, I worked my entire life until I lost my job last summer. I spend 4 to 5 hours a day looking for jobs. The positions in my field are limited. I'm told I'm either overqualified or underqualified. My unemployment benefits aren't much, but it's enough to keep a roof over my head, allow me to make car payments, so when I do get a job interview, I have a car to get there. Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Robert from Belmont County on the West Virginia line near the Ohio River in eastern Ohio. Robert writes, I lost my job in 2012 when my employer, a steel mill, shut down. I was unemployed for more than a year before finding another position. I was in that job 2.5 months and was let go because of the down economy. Not enough time for a new claim to get me by. I have a family to support. Now the extension's gone. What am I going to do to support my family? What am I going to do when there aren't these jobs out there to support my family? Do the right thing. Many lives are depending on it. First person says, please don't let me down. Second person from Belmont County says, do the right thing. Scott from Union County in central Ohio, where they're doing a little better overall, but still tough times. I was laid off from my job at the beginning of this year. I'd only been there 6 months. It was a godsend for me. I don't have a college degree, but I was given a chance to show I could do this job, even though a degree was required. We went through a round of layoffs in October. My job was saved at the time, but then our company closed its doors in January. Now I have nothing. Zero income, zero outside help, non-existing savings, not because I didn't save, but because I didn't make enough money to save anything the last few years. I joined the military out of high school. I used my GI Bill to put myself through some college. Soon enough, I was in a mountain of debt from school and needed to work full time. I wasn't able to save money because I couldn't even afford to pay my student loan debt. While I'm writing to you, I'm sitting here watching my son play. He's so happy, but he doesn't know why his dad is so sad, nor will I ever tell him. I'm begging you to get this all figured out soon. These are stories. They're veterans. They're people who have worked all their lives. They're people that have struggled. They're people that have never really had it easy, but they do what we ask. They work hard. As President Clinton used to say, they play by the rules. They took personal responsibility for their lives. And this Congress, this Senate, because of filibuster, has turned its back on these workers. The House of Representatives, because of its indifference, has shrugged these workers off. It's wrong. It's important that Congress pass the extension on unemployment in this House, Senate across the hall, that they pass this. The president eagerly awaits signing this legislation because it will matter. It will matter to workers in Middletown, Ohio. It will matter in Ravenna, in Mansfield, in Shelby, Ohio, and all over my state and all over this country. Mr. President, I yield the floor.